This winner is eligible for an IFBB Pro card. And after that earlier elimination round, look for it in the light heavyweight class. USA champion Johnny Jackson looking to repeat here and earning pro status. But in his wake is Eddie Linda, who is primed and ready to upset the big guns.
No question about it. This competition has more than one weight class, 6 to be exact.
Looking at our top 5 finalists in the lightweight division.
Steve, they are spectacular. They've made it this far, and we know in a field of over 25 incredible athletes, getting this far is quite the accomplishment.
These lightweights have impressive resumes. From left to right, in the black is Owen McCurdy, who is the Emerald Cup champion, wearing his Florida State colors in the orange. Jaquel Azar, who is the state champion. Derek Farnsworth in the gold is 3-time Team Universe champion. To the right, in the black, Jose Raymond, lightweight USA champion. Finishing off this impressive lineup is Milton Berry, Louisiana middleweight champion.
Steve, there they are. The judges are tabulating. They're going to figure out who is in the top 3. We're going to take a look at those individuals in their routines. Derek Farnsworth is the first to be chosen. Take the stage. He is dynamic. I always enjoy watching Derek pose. He's very, very natural, isn't he, Steve?
Yes, he is. He's had a lot of experience in front of not only national judges, but world judges, Tommy. Because if you win the Team Universe, you represent the USA at the World Championships, where Derek has taken the silver medal and the bronze.
And at 31 years old, he's got 13 years of training behind him, and he's been competing for 11 years, Steve. I would think that kind of experience could really contribute to your stage presence and perhaps give you an advantage in the presentation round, yes?
Oh, absolutely, Tommy. Derek comes in here with attitude and confidence. This is the way he always takes the stage. Confidence is part of his arsenal.
A personal trainer by trade, the 26-year-old Jose Raymond is the youngest athlete to make it into the finals here at the lightweight division. And I'll tell you what, that youth certainly isn't hurting him any, is it, Steve?
It isn't, but his brother is Tito Raymond, a formidable national competitor. Jose looks terrific, the best shape he has ever been in. We've seen him at Team Universe. We saw him win the lightweight division at the USA Championships. Jose is on for this competition. Look at those triceps, striated, the biceps. He wants this competition.
So, Steve, is having his brother Tito Raymond, one of the top national competitors, difficult to live up to, or does it give him an advantage here?
Tito and Jose are best friends, so it is an advantage, and Jose is athletic. Look at that backflip. Winning involves taking risks.
Experience is definitely what is needed to get here to the top 5 as the audience looks on, and the top 5 go head-to-head in the pose down for the lightweight division.
Pose down starts out with Derek Farnsworth going right to center in the goal, standing next to, in the black, Jose Raymond on the right. Taking full command of our cameras is Owen McCurdy. Owen is 5'7", Tommy. That's tall for a lightweight, but he looks fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. They all do. In fact, these athletes are posing for more than just the audience and the judges. They also realize that it's a great photo op for the top magazines like Muscle and Fitness, Flex, and Muscular Development. For these athletes, publicity is everything. Although they're amateurs and don't compete for money or cash prizes, they do contract for endorsements. Nationals in 5th place. That trophy's going to go to the Emerald Cup champion, Owen McCurdy, who looks fantastic, but just wasn't quite sharp enough to win this championship.
At 5'7", Tommy, he has everything it takes to be a middleweight winner. He should definitely move up. 4th place, there it is, Milton Berry, the Louisiana middleweight champion. Came down to the lightweights, takes 4th place at his first national championship. Excellent job.
Has to be excited. That leaves the top 3. Let's find out who's going to be. There it is, in 3rd place, Jaquel Azar. Jaquel is fantastic physique-wise, but I still think improving his presentation would make a big difference. Look at the camaraderie on these top 2. It could be either one of these athletes. It looks like Derek Farnsworth is going to have to settle for 2nd place in this competition. He must be disappointed not showing it as our champion, Jose Raymond, raises his double bicep and also congratulates his fellow competitors. What a fantastic job. A great victory, Steve.
Jose and Derek have competed against each other many times, including in the Team Universe, so they are friends. It's a shame they have to compete against each other in the same weight class. Jose Raymond is on his way to the pro ranks as a lightweight competitor. Derek Farnsworth, I know Tommy will be back here next year winning the national championship.
Moving into the men's middleweight division, the earlier elimination rounds brought us to the top 3, and leading that lineup is Tricky Jackson from Lexington, Kentucky. Tricky is definitely one of the standouts in the NPC. He's done so well, Steve. Give us a better idea of his resume in terms of competition.
Coming into this competition, he won his weight division at the Team Universe, and 3 years ago, first at the USA's. Tricky is one of the highly recognized middleweights in the National Physique Committee. You can see why. If you look at the judging criteria, the symmetry is very well balanced. He has great muscularity, presentation. He is always known for his routines and showmanship. Tricky thrives on the audience applause.
Oh, no question about it, Steve. This routine we're looking at right now really tells a story. That story, of course, being that Tricky doesn't mind putting the time in, the work, the effort. That's the homework that a lot of the bodybuilders really neglect when it comes to the presentation. Not bad. A daring move doing that backflip. He's not a gymnast. He certainly knows how to manipulate those pectorals. A nice finish to a great routine. Where Tricky Jackson is strong in the presentation round, this next finalist is certainly quite powerful in the muscularity round. Take a look at that massive back. Johnny Stewart from Huntsville, North Carolina, is only 176 pounds, but I'll tell you what, that is a lot of muscle for a 5'3" frame, isn't it, Steve?
It is. Johnny Stewart is known for his muscularity. He is always thick and dense. His muscles separate. You can see clear delineation between all his body parts. That's what the NPC wants to see. The National Physique Committee, Tommy, has that muscular development round. Johnny Stewart's picture should be on it.
As a gym owner and single father of 6 kids, I love the physique, great shape, great muscularity, but is it big enough? We'll find out as the other 4 finalists in the middleweight division join him on stage. This is our first chance to really take a look at them side by side, and the judges' last chance to make a decision.
Right away, the top 3 finalists jump right out front. Johnny Stewart hitting an outstanding double bicep. Next to, in the blue, Anthony Watkins, who took 5th as a light heavyweight at the USA Championship, dropped down here into the middles to do better here today. On the platform in the orange is Bobby Thompson, the overall Junior USA winner. With that momentum, it definitely put him in the top 5, Tommy.
And all the way to the left, look at that. Look at this massive amount of muscle. That's perhaps one of the best displays of pose. That looks like 5th place is going to Anthony Watkins. Disappointed, I'm sure. Potential tremendous.
Overall Junior USA champion, now 4th place at his first Nationals. Bobby Thompson should be congratulated.
Looks like Tricky Jackson is going to go into 3rd place. Great presentation. Needs to pack on a few pounds more muscle. The top 2, who's it going to be? Let's listen as our announcer makes the call.
In 2nd place, Johnny Stewart. And leading the class, Eric Otero.
There it is. You heard it for yourself. Eric Otero takes the championship. Johnny Stewart, with as much muscle as he has, settles for 2nd place. Only one will turn pro in this lineup, and that's going to be Eric, Steve.
Eric has always been thought to be a national champion. Now he has finally realized that dream. Standing in the middle of this outstanding lineup with his arms raised at that 1st place trophy, he's on his way. Everyone in this middleweight division is excellent. All of them can turn pro at any pro qualifier, USA's or Nationals. I believe Johnny Stewart and Tricky Jackson will be next.
With those same aspirations, our next athlete takes the stage, and he is the first of our top 3 finalists in the light heavyweight division. This is Eddie Linda from Charleston, South Carolina. Finally, someone from South Carolina represented. We have seen a lot of North Carolina athletes here who have done super well. Steve, tell us about the light heavyweight division as you take a look at Eddie.
Light heavyweights are athletes from 176 1/4 up to and including 198 1/4 pounds. At 5'7", he's the ideal height and weight for this weight class. Symmetry, it is beautiful. Presentation, excellent. Tommy, in all categories, you need to be a complete package. Eddie is. He took 1st at the Junior Nationals, 3rd at the USA Championships. So you know he's a viable threat on any national stage.
Unquestionably, he's definitely a very, very methodical athlete. He's ready today. The next finalist in the men's light heavyweight division may be packing more muscle than any athletes we'll see here today. This is Johnny Jackson from Fort Worth, Texas. And at 198 pounds, Steve, he's at the top of the class, isn't he?
We have seen Johnny win the USA light heavyweight division. He looks better here today. So yes, he is at the top of the class. after the earlier elimination round, he comes into the finals leading the whole division. You can see why. A very complete package. If you look at all three categories of the NPC criteria, muscularity, symmetry, he has it all. His presentation, he shows his physique in the best it can be. Johnny looks like he should win here today.
Steve, every athlete we've seen so far looks like they should win here today. When we're standing alone, it's hard to tell. We'll find out when Johnny Jackson stands next to the competition. It looks like the audience is ready as well to see this lineup go head-to-head.
The athletes want to leave an impression with the judges. They want to do it right now, say last chance. Hey, look at me, mark me up. I want to win this light heavyweight class. And no one wants to do it more than in the red, Brian Chamberlain, who has been here 3 times before and has taken top 5 honors, but never first.
Well, I got a feeling it's going to be tough for Brian to make it into the top 3 in this round. When I look at the muscularity on some of these athletes, as thick as he is, look at those judges. They're looking over in the other direction, and that is towards Michael Valentino in the blue, and the guy he's going head-to-head against, Eddie Linda, right there in the black. Look at the muscularity.
If you ever want to know how far you can get training with free weights, get ready for Mega Tips with IFBB Pro. In 5th place, Sebastian Zona, the light heavyweight junior national champion, now top 5 in his first national championship. In 4th place, it's Brian Chamberlain, who has been top 5 in his last 3 national championships, but couldn't edge out Mike Valentino, who has been announced in 3rd place. Mike is doing an excellent job.
No question about it, but there they are, the top 2 already congratulating each other on getting this far. Eddie Linda on the left, on the right, Johnny Jackson. There it is, Eddie Linda's going to settle for 2nd place. Disappointing for him, and I'm sure very exciting for Johnny Jackson, although the moment has to be a lot of stress on him as he thinks about what's coming up just shortly down the road. That is, he'll be posing down against the other weight class winners, including the heavyweight and super heavyweight, which we haven't seen yet. That's got to be a lot on his mind.
It is, and Johnny is acting more like a long-distance runner, just ran a race. He's quiet, he's down, he's not jumping up and down, but I believe that is exactly what he's going through right now, Tommy. He's thinking about, hey, what's next? He's very emotional. He wants to win this overall championship. Who wouldn't? And he looks good enough to do it. He looks like a pro on stage now. All the light heavyweight athletes that had shown up here today at the national championships look great. Only the hungriest will be back to win their pro cards next year at